What up, SpongeBob? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Welcome. We have... What? This is episode 20 of series 2 now. I believe this is the last episode of this series of the year. Oh wait, before Christmas maybe. But we've got a lot done. Yes, it's the last one of the year actually. And we're going to do this one, create a window. Now, the idea that I have doesn't require this page, so I may come back to that page later and either do another one of this prompt or create my own prompt in there, do something. Who knows, we'll see. You'll have to subscribe to find out. Anyway, so create a window. This thing that I'm doing is inspired by an artist. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I believe he's a German artist, and I'm gonna have a go. But we'll leave his Instagram down below so that you can go check him out. But I want to say it's Joachim Mullenbrink, but I'm probably butchering that, and I apologise. But we will link his Instagram down below. He does this amazing sort of window drawings. You know when you get condensation or steam or whatever on the windows, and you draw a little smiley face? That's his art. And I'm gonna have a go at it. I'm probably gonna fail in comparison to his, but the idea is I'm going to create a base picture and then frost it and draw on it. It's a very strange technique, but it's the only way that my brain could think how he does it. Without watching him, just looking at his art and going, I would do it that way. Probably wrong, but we will find out. So I decided, because it is the last episode of the year, I would create this winter scene for the background. So that's about it for all the dark colours on this one. I'm going to let this dry, change my paint and water so there's no contamination. And then we can go into the lighter colours. It's all dry and I did a second coat. We're not looking for perfection with the paint because it's going to be essentially covered up. But we do want some detail so that we can see it through the window. think this is where mistake number 1 comes in. I should have done like maybe snow-topped hills. Don't get me wrong, like I do like this snow. Like I think I did a good job. It's a shame that I'm gonna have to cover it up, but hey ho. We will try and do some sort of painting next year, maybe. Look at those snow hills and indents and all that stuff. I thought I did a great job. My little snowman. He's so cute. I think I left... It should have been sort of like a ratio of, let's see, like 70-30 in darker colour favours for it to work more. But look at those trees! Like, come on! It's probably one of the best paintings I've ever done. Which makes this next part really hard. Again, not the neatest of things, but here we are. This is done. This is all dry. I added some snow. So I'm going in with this, I think it was like a soft pastel pencil to add in my drawing that's going on top, which obviously, spoiler, is going to be cray. Now, I did some research on how best to create this look. And it said to do a mix of 1 part white paint, 3 parts Mod Podge, and I added some water as well to like thin down the paint, like 1 part water. But I think it went too thick. I think it was too much paint. But as you can see, I'm using a sponge and trying to avoid the areas where I want cray. Do you see where I've made the mistake? Like, it's too light behind the window to make him stand out. So here we are. It's not looking anything like this guy's artwork. All I can do is pluck away at it and hopefully I get some sort of result that looks like condensation drawing. Who knows? Maybe once I add all the details of like the drips and all of that stuff, maybe I could save this. But so far I've ruined what I did in the background. Now, as you can see, I've pretty much lost all the detail in the background, which is super annoying, but I do go in with some alcohol rub to try and fix it later, which kind of works. But we've completely lost this, like the one side. You can just about make out the snowman and the tree. But I'm hating myself right now. I ruined it. I ruined it all. Oh, how do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? I'm stressing, I'm panicking. I had an accident. I went off camera to do something, and like I was gonna darken up the blue, and my paint bottle splashed. But don't panic. Most of it landed on the Mod Podge bit, so I was able to scrape that bit off. But I did manage to save it. Thank you, alcohol rub. And I scooped it with 2 bits of card like that. And thankfully, there was Mod Podge. But I went in with the alcohol rub and added some extra drips and whatever. I still don't love it. But it was an attempt, and I am glad that I tried it. But check out the artist, because I personally think I went too thick on the condensation. Maybe the sponge was the wrong choice. I should have just used a paintbrush to do it. It's just a really frosted window. I'd definitely like to try it again. But let me know what you think down below. And like I say, check out the artist to have a comparison. It's my only problem with this canvas paper. It doesn't stick. But yeah, I didn't know whether to put this one in the window one or the simple stickman figure. Or simplistic drawing prompt. I did have an argument with myself about it. Anyway, we are moving on, and we're going to create cuts through layers. Now it says cut shapes through several layers of magazines and newspapers, but same situation as last season. I don't got those things. I don't have those things around my house. I don't buy magazines, newspapers. No. So I'm going to do what I did in the last one and create my own layered thing. I'm going to draw it. I know in Create This Book 2 I did actually cut the thing out and whatever, but I'm not doing it this time. I can't. Like, it all seemed pointless. Because I could create the same effect by hand, by drawing it. However, saying that now, I am struggling to draw this. I managed to confuse myself with the layers on this one. Oh. I majorly confused myself. Because essentially it's Cray in the background holding a snow globe in the foreground. So therefore Cray would be in the background, but Cray would need to be layered as well. So Cray's technically the far back layer. Then he has his hat, so that would be layer 2. Then there's the third layer, which would be the top layer for that page. And then we obviously have the foreground. But then you have to take into account the hand, which would technically be the topmost layer. I literally confused myself into a layer argument with myself and then with my partner, because I was like, I've confused myself, help me, and he didn't get it, what I was trying to say. But yeah. I started to colour it, and then I thought I needed it lined it'll make the layers stand out a little better. And then I was going to do it layer by layer, but the dots, I can do those later. They're fine. We're going to focus on Cray, and obviously it's the hat that Cray's underneath the hat. It's all just confusing. So for this, Cray's hand is on top of the snow globe. So it's the base of the snow globe is underneath Cray's hand, and then underneath that base is the actual globe part, and then underneath the globe is the layers of the picture inside, which is a gingerbread house. Or I was going to say a spam gingerbread house. No, it doesn't work. But then the house itself is, the gingerbread is the bottom layer, and then everything else is layered on top of it. And same with the trees. The trees are behind the gingerbread house. It got really confusing. You'll have to let me know if you followed anything I've said about the layers, because I really confused myself. I managed to work myself into a stupor. I was being really hard on myself here. It's not screaming layers to me. I can't see the layers. But whatever, it's a cute Christmas scene. Does it look like layers to you, or does it just look like good shading? I swear this is what I said last time when I did this one. I think lining it definitely helped. I feel like if I hadn't have done that, we would have been in a disaster zone. But I think it's a really cute picture. I just don't know whether I hit the prompt on that one. Ta-da! These are our 2 prompts for today. We did this one, which and we did this one, which both good individually. Whether they hit the prompts or not, I'll let you decide that one. Let me know what you think down below. And don't forget to check out that artist. But while you're there, hit that like button. Hit that old subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and if I don't see you, have a lovely Christmas. But I will be back. I have numerous amounts of videos to come. I will catch you in the next one. Bye! Bye!